What if I told you that one of the most unstable characters in the amazing Digital Circus has been hiding the show's biggest secret this entire time? Episode 7 dropped that bombshell about the Abel mannequin being fake. Fans were left scrambling for answers. But here's the thing. The clues have been staring us in the face since episode 1. Today, we're diving deep into the twisted connection between Cain, and a biblical story that changes everything we thought we knew about the Digital Circus. Let's get into it. So, here's where things get interesting. Gooseworks, the brilliant mind behind the series, dropped some major hints that the show is packed with hidden symbolism, stuff she's deliberately keeping under wraps. And when you start connecting the dots, it all points back to one of the oldest stories ever told, Cain and Abel from the Bible. Throughout the series, we've seen the Cain and Abel branding pop up everywhere, on props, in backgrounds, on company logos. This isn't random set dressing. This is intentional foreshadowing, and the key to unlocking this mystery lies with the character who seems the most broken. Let's talk about why Kinger is so different from everyone else trapped in the circus. In episode 6, he literally bent the rules of the game itself. In episode 3, he casually dropped computer science knowledge that seemed way too specific for someone who supposedly lost his mind. And then episode 7 hit us with the revelation that he used to work for CNA, the company behind the Digital Circus. These aren't just random character quirks. These are breadcrumbs leading us to the truth. Kinger had some kind of elevated status before things went sideways. But there's a darker layer to this story, and it involves Cain directly. Remember the original Cain and Abel story? Two brothers, one consumed by jealousy, leading to the ultimate betrayal, murder. Now, obviously, characters can't die in the Digital Circus the same way, but what if there's a different kind of destruction happening here? Episode 7 confirmed that Cain has the ability to manipulate people's minds. What if he's been systematically sabotaging Kinger's mental state this whole time? Not to destroy him completely, but to keep him weak, confused, unable to function properly. It's not murder, it's something almost worse, mental imprisonment. And here's where the jealousy angle becomes crystal clear. Think about episode 6, when Pomni and Ragatha talked about Kinger in the darkness. They described him as genuinely kind, someone they could connect with on a meaningful level. He becomes lucid, thoughtful, almost wise. Now contrast that with Cain. In episode 7, we watched him practically melt when Jax agreed to have dinner with him. He was desperate for that human connection, that validation. Cain craves the genuine relationships that come so naturally to Kinger, and he resents him for it. The evidence of Cain's jealousy-driven sabotage is everywhere once you start looking. In episode 7, he completely excludes Kinger from the adventure and uses that fake Abel mannequin to paint him as unstable and dangerous. And let's not forget episode 3, where Cain deliberately programmed those ghosts to ask Kinger about his wife, the one who abstracted. That's not an accident, that's psychological warfare. This mirrors the biblical story perfectly. Just like Cain's jealousy of Abel built up until he snapped, Cain's resentment of Kinger reached a breaking point. And that's when he started using his power to corrupt Kinger's mind, keeping him trapped in confusion whenever he's in the light. But the biblical parallels are just the beginning. Remember what Gooseworks said about hidden details foreshadowing major reveals? Well, episode 6 gave us one of the most blatant clues yet, and most people completely missed it. During the battle sequence, Kinger picks up a specific pistol, and on the side of that gun, the CNA logo, Cain and Abel. Now that could just be set decoration, except the animators made a very deliberate choice. They showed Kinger staring directly at that logo multiple times. He's fixated on it for no apparent reason, unless that logo means something personal to him. Why would they waste precious animation time showing us Kinger looking at a logo unless it was meant to tell us something crucial? The answer, Kinger is Abel. And if you need more proof, let's talk about episode 4. At the end of the Spudsies adventure, Cain revealed everyone's grades. Most characters got normal evaluations, but Kinger, who wasn't even present for the adventure, got a grade attached to a picture of him bull riding. Now here's where it gets genius. His grade was A+, a plus, A+, Abel. They literally spelled it out for us. Kinger is Abel. Kinger is Abel. It's hiding in plain sight as a pun. Everything else confirms this theory. We know from episode 3 that Kinger has detailed computer science knowledge that wouldn't make sense unless he helped create the Digital Circus. The fake Abel in episode 7 basically confirmed that someone matching Kinger's description worked as a developer. All the pieces fit. But the most compelling evidence comes from episode 7 itself, and it's something fans have been analyzing frame by frame. Watch Kinger's expressions carefully during the dark scenes in episode 7. He's not just randomly lucid, he's fully conscious, thinking clearly, processing information. It's only when he steps back into the light that he returns to his confused state. And here's the kicker. This transformation happens right after he's exposed to the name Abel. It's like hearing that name triggered something deep in his memory, reconnecting him with his true identity. That's why Cain didn't want Kinger to see the Abel mannequin. It represented who Kinger actually is, and Cain couldn't risk him remembering. This also explains why Kinger suddenly recalled details about the first abstraction after seeing the fake Abel. The memories are connected. Cain's manipulation of Kinger's mind, the creation of the Digital Circus, and the first abstraction, it's all part of the same dark history. And Kinger as Abel is the key to understanding what really happened. Now, while we're unraveling mysteries, there's another question that's been haunting fans. Who was Calfmo before he abstracted? We've seen glimpses of other abstracted characters, but one character from the abstracted list stands out as particularly significant. There's a yellow dog character that appears in the pilot episode's abstracted gallery. And here's why this matters. The name Calfmo could very well connect to canine characteristics, specifically a dog's tendency to scratch. It's the same naming logic the show uses for other characters, like Queenie being a queen chess piece. This yellow dog is the only abstracted character we've seen who would logically have the ability to scratch things. And the show doesn't do anything randomly. Every design choice has meaning. The fact that this character appears multiple times in different episodes suggests he's more than just background decoration. So let's bring this all together. The evidence is overwhelming. Kinger isn't just another trap participant in the Digital Circus. He's Abel, the co-creator whose identity has been systematically erased by Cain's jealousy-driven manipulation. Every piece of the puzzle, from the biblical symbolism woven throughout the series to those carefully placed visual clues, points to this revelation. And here's what makes this theory so compelling. It reframes everything we thought we understood about the show. This isn't just a story about people trapped in a digital nightmare. It's about betrayal at the highest level, a partnership destroyed by envy, leading to one creator's descent into madness while the other maintains absolute control. Think about what this means for the future of the series. If Kinger truly is Abel, then his moments of clarity in the darkness aren't just random. They're him fighting against Cain's mental programming. Every lucid conversation, every flash of his old knowledge is Abel trying to break through. And if he ever fully remembers who he is, that changes the entire power dynamic of the Digital Circus. Cain's greatest fear isn't the characters abstracting or escaping, it's Kinger remembering. Because Abel would know the system's weaknesses. He'd know how to fight back, he might even know how to free everyone, or shut the whole thing down. What Gooseworks has accomplished here is genuinely masterful storytelling. While casual viewers see a quirky, chaotic digital world, the dedicated fans who dissect every frame are discovering an intricate web of symbolism, foreshadowing, and interconnected mysteries. The A+ bull pun alone shows the level of planning that's gone into this narrative. This is why the amazing Digital Circus has exploded in popularity. It rewards investment, it respects its audience's intelligence, and it proves that animation can deliver complex, layered narratives that rival any prestige drama. The question now isn't whether Kinger is Abel. The evidence is too strong to ignore. The question is, what happens when he fully remembers? How will the other characters react when they learn the truth? And most importantly, what was the original sin that started this whole nightmare? What did Cain and Abel create together? And what went so catastrophically wrong that it led to this eternal prison? Episode 8 and beyond hold the answers we're desperately seeking. And if the pattern continues, each revelation will only deepen the mystery while answering questions we didn't even know we should be asking. Now here's where you come in. I want to hear your theories. Do you buy the Kinger as Abel connection? Or do you think there's an even deeper twist waiting for us? Maybe you've spotted clues I missed, details in the background, lines of dialogue that take on new meaning with this context. The beauty of this show is that there are always more layers to uncover. Drop your wildest theories in the comments below. Seriously, nothing's too crazy. This show has already exceeded our expectations at every turn. Let's theorize together, debate the evidence, and see if we can crack the next mystery before the next episode drops. And listen, if you've made it this far, you're clearly invested in understanding the deeper lore of the amazing Digital Circus. So do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. I'm breaking down every episode, every hidden detail, every theory as this series continues to unfold. With notifications on, you'll be the first to know when I drop new analysis videos. Because trust me, if we're right about Kinger being Abel, we're only scratching the surface. The Digital Circus has more secrets buried in its code, and we're going to find every single one of them. The game is just beginning, and you don't want to miss a single revelation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.